Imagine asking your senator about life-saving health care and getting this response. Well, we all are going to die. That wasn't a joke. That was Republican Senator Joni Ernst, standing in front of her constituents in Iowa, responding to concerns about Medicaid cuts in a new GOP-backed bill. Let's talk about what that moment really means, and why it could be a warning sign for the future of healthcare in America. The House just passed what they're calling the Big, Beautiful Bill. What's in it? $700 billion in spending cuts, massive reductions to Medicaid, tighter work requirements for food assistance, and yes, up to 8.6 million people could lose health care coverage over the next decade. So when Iowa residents, some of them seniors and people with disabilities, stood up at a town hall and asked their senator, "What happens to us?" Senator Ernst responded with what amounts to political nihilism. "We're all going to die." Let's be clear, people on Medicaid aren't asking for a luxury. They're asking to stay alive. This program covers low-income children, seniors in nursing homes, people with disabilities, and working families who don't make enough to afford private insurance. Cutting Medicaid isn't a budget tweak. It's a death sentence for some. And that's not hyperbole. That's reality. Ernst later tried to explain that the bill just wants to remove people who shouldn't be on the program, undocumented immigrants, people with jobs, etc. But here's the thing. Those claims are often red herrings, used to justify broad cuts that hurt the most vulnerable. And that flippant "we're all going to die" response? It tells you exactly how seriously they're taking your life. This isn't just about Iowa. It's about what kind of country we want to be. Do we invest in life, in health care, in survival? Or do we shrug and say, everyone dies eventually? Because if your leaders aren't even pretending to care anymore, maybe it's time we stop pretending they represent us. So here's the question. If Medicaid is on the chopping block now, what's next? Drop a comment below. Should your senator be allowed to casually dismiss life or death health care with a joke? And if you think this isn't normal, share this video. Let's make sure this quote isn't forgotten. Because if they're willing to say that out loud, imagine what they're doing behind closed doors. Subscribe for more stories that expose the truth behind the spin.